how to deal with girls in high school. So you've been getting into self-improvement, right? Maybe you're exercising in your room, doing push-ups and sit-ups, and you're exercising, you're taking it seriously, or you're meditating, right? You're taking care of your mental health, you're improving your mental health, you're journaling, you're doing gratitude journaling. Maybe you're reading a book that you're really interested in. Maybe you're reading like Atomic Habits or The Laws of Human Nature or The 48 Laws of Power. And you're improving yourself. You're becoming a better man in all areas, right? And yeah, you're taking small steps, but you're improving yourself. Now, either this has happened to you or it will happen to you. It's inevitable. It will happen. Is that you notice that the girls around you are becoming attracted to you. They're becoming, they're showing you signs that they're into you, like they're attracted to you, right? Maybe they're sitting closer to you, or they're approaching you, or they're asking for favors, or they're holding eye contact with you. They're showing you like the signs that they like you. And this is just basic biology, right? Women always are hypergamous. They always want the highest male or the highest man they can get. They want the highest value mate, the alpha male, right? They want that man, either the highest man or the man who is becoming the highest man. It's the same thing, really. And women can tell. They can tell if a man is becoming the best version of himself or if he is not. They are hardwired through evolution, through hundreds of thousands of years, to know if a man is improving or not. That's basically what women want, is the highest value mate, or the alpha male who's the highest in everything, basically, in the best in looks, the most money, he has the most status, the most confidence, the most masculinity, the top man, to be fully committed to her. And that's what women want. And that's actually how, female porn, which is romance novels, is actually created. Like basically every single romance novel in the world has the same exact story, which is you have this innocent, attractive young girl who's the heroine, and she goes through this terrible event, and she meets this hero who's like so attractive, right? He's so handsome, muscular, tall, he's built, like a Greek god, right? He has tons, he's very wealthy, he has tons of money, all of the other women are into him, so he has so much pre-selection, so other women want him, and men respect him, and he has this personality of, being confident, being mysterious, being masculine. He's basically like the highest value mate, right? This is like the Christian Grey, like the Edward Cullen, right, in romance novels. This man, he's went through a lot of trauma and a lot of suffering in his life, and he meets the heroine, and he's obsessed with her, right? He desires her, he falls in love with her like very, very deeply, and she heals his trauma and he commits to her, and that's like the climax, right? Is when they meet and they're in like a happy monogamous relationship, right? Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, the more you improve yourself, if you are on self-improvement, girls will be very attracted to you. Their girls will desire you, right? And some girls will even be like borderline obsessed with you, because you are becoming the romantic hero, you are becoming the alpha male, you are becoming the highest value mate, right? It's biology, it's evolution. But here is the thing, and this is just my opinion, right? And if you can relate to me and my values, you will totally agree with what I'm saying. But here's what I think, right? Until the age of 25, don't even worry about women. Don't even worry about girls. Don't even worry about, talking to them and flirting and dating. Don't worry about that at all. All you should focus on, all you should worry about, all you should put all your time and energy in is becoming the best version of yourself. In looks, in money, in status, and in personality, because those are the four like core traits of the romantic hero. Of course, there's traits like intelligence and having good mental health, and being present, and all these things improve every single area of your life. And then when you're 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and even in your 30s, right? That's actually when you're most attractive. That's when your SMV is the highest. Then you can marry like top tier women. You can marry like the women who align with your values the most. So like literally like feminine, beautiful women who are on self-improvement like you, right? Because I actually tell you a story. Like this is what exactly happened to me. When I was 13, I started self-improvement, and I'm not gonna lie, one of the biggest reasons I started, if not the biggest reason, is I wanted to be attractive to girls, and I knew that it would make me attractive and make girls like me, right? Because I was watching a lot of Hamza and Iman Gadzi and all these guys. So I got into self-improvement, and I started working out in my room like really hard. And I was just becoming more masculine, becoming more goal focused, and I started meditating and reading, and I noticed that the girls in my class were actually being attracted to me. They were showing me signs that they were attracted to me. They would hold eye contact with me, approach me, ask for favors, show me all the signs. Like the girls that I would have the biggest crushes on were actually being attracted to me, right? And I just really bought into that. I would just talk to them for hours, in class and at school. I would keep thinking about them all the time. And the problem is, it didn't stop my self-improvement. It didn't, hinder my self-improvement. I was still improving, but it wasted a lot of my mental energy on these girls who had very different values from me. Like what I noticed is the more I kept talking to these girls, I was like, let's be honest, like they eat junk food, some of them even vape, some of them, they're literally addicted to attention and their phones and addicted to social media, right? So I think the best way to deal with girls in high school, in my opinion, is to focus all your time and energy on self-improvement. And of course, talk to girls, talk to them, interact with them respectfully, right? And with boundaries, of course. But the main focus, the core focus, should be on becoming the best man for your future wife. And I think that's the best thing for us as young men, right? And yeah, it's very good to notice that you're improving and girls are actually showing you that they're attracted to you, they're into you, they desire you, right? That's very good. But the problem is I bought into that, right? I bought into it. I kept talking to these girls who I didn't even want to be in a relationship with. I didn't even want to date them, right? Like some young men have this idea of, I have like a girl, but she's like my best friend, right? I hate this idea of girl best friend or a girl, like I don't mean girlfriend like in your dating partner, but a girl who is your friend. Like that doesn't make any sense, bro. We're animals. We're Homo sapiens. We have deep, hardwired drives to have sex, to reproduce. We have these biological drives to reproduce, and you're gonna be friends? Like we have never been, like men and women have never been friends across history, right? It just never made sense. The thing is, like, especially in high school and when you're like 16, 17, 18, 19, like in those years, those are the years of puberty, right? Like so many young men will come to me and be like, but I love her so much. I love her. I will do anything for her. Bro, you think you love her, but you don't. Like they will have like a crush on a girl or something like that. But that's not real love. Like what we're going through is you are maturing. You are becoming mature, right? Puberty, right? Your testosterone is increasing, your oxytocin, which is your bonding hormone, is increasing. So that's why you feel so attracted to the girls in your class, and they feel the same thing to you, but you haven't matured completely. You don't have the capability of loving completely, because like true love, bro, like true love, like if you really love a woman, like love is tolerance, right? Love is, being together for the rest of your life. And that's how I was raised. Like I was raised very traditionally. Like love is men and women getting married for life, right? No matter what happens, no matter if you argue, if you fight, if whatever happens, you stay together for the rest of your life, right? Loyalty. And that's the real true love. And the thing is, what we're going through right now in high school, right? I'm 17 right now, and I'm going through this personally. I'm telling you, even though I'm saying this, but it's not true love. It's just hormones, and we're going through this period of adolescence, right? And I know, bro, like you keep seeing like these guys and girls, being together and, being in relationships, right, in high school, like being together and dating. Maybe even if you're like in a Western country, like you see them, having sex and, having hookups and drinking and all that. But I promise you, bro, like after a couple of years, they will be so depressed. They will hate their life so much. It's ridiculous. Right, it's literally like the pinnacle of instant gratification is being in a relationship like very young. Because when you get in a relationship with a girl, like, right, and she's, let's be honest, like she does all these bad habits, right? She drinks alcohol, she eats junk food, maybe even she vapes, she scrolls on social media. She's not like quality at all. She's not like wife quality at all. And you date her. Well, we as human beings, we are extremely attuned to what other people are doing. We are extremely, contagious, and basically we want to do what the people we spend the most time with are doing. We want to do what the people around us are doing. Conformity. So the problem is when you date a girl like that, and that's like literally like 99% of girls in high school. They do at least one of these bad habits. When you date a girl like that, you will slowly share the same habits like her. You will slowly start to think like her, and she will start to think like you and start doing your habits, because that's how we're wired as humans. So she will slow down your self-improvement. So why even do that? And honestly, I'll go as far to say that like boys and girls, dating in high school, it's just a sign of immaturity. It's just a sign of like you haven't matured enough. You haven't, told yourself, no, I'm gonna discipline myself, I'm gonna discipline my heart, and I'm gonna save it for the best woman that I can marry, and I'm gonna become the best version of myself for that woman. That's a real man. Like imagine when you get married to your future wife, what will make her the most proud of you? Think about that. Like, would she be most proud of you when you tell her, oh, I dated low quality girls when I was in high school? No, she will actually feel like, no, man, that turns her off a bit. That turns her off. But if you tell her, I felt the urge to date in high school, to date with all these girls in high school, and I saved my heart all of these years for like 10, 15 years, and I kept improving myself, and I did it all for you. Imagine how much she will love you. Imagine how much she will adore you for saying that. And the thing is, men desire women, and women desire men's desire for them. So basically, like women desire men's desire and love for them. So when you desire and love a woman deeply, she will like desire you very, very deeply as well, because that's why they always say like men want sex and women want love, because a man's love for a woman shows that he commits his resources to her. He's committed to her. If we can imagine this like 200,000 years ago, when we lived in like little tribes, a man who had a lot of resources, who had like, he hunted like boars, and he had like all the chickens and all the cows, he had like all of the resources, he had tons of food, he had like shelter, and you were a woman and that man loved you very deeply, your chance of reproducing skyrockets, and it becomes very, very high compared to if that man didn't love you as much and didn't, desire you as much. And we can even see this in romance novels. Like the hero, he always like lusts over the woman, he always like loves her very, very deeply, but only the heroine. He doesn't care about anyone else except the heroine, and he loves her and he lusts over her like very, very deeply. And this makes perfect sense because women want a man who is committed to them, he will stay with them, and that's very important because women, they give way more time and energy to the reproductive burden, they give way more time and energy to the children, they get pregnant for 9 months, so they need a man who will stay with her. And that's basically it, right? So yeah, like in my opinion, what I think is we should not worry at all about women until the age of 25, until we're 25. I'm 17 now, so yeah, for like 8 years, I'm not gonna worry about women at all. I'm just gonna, yeah, of course I'll make like tons of videos about women and about girls because I'm learning about them, but I'm not gonna worry about them at all. I'm just gonna worry and focus about me becoming the best version of myself. And I'm gonna put all my time and energy into becoming the best version of myself. And the thing is, I heard this the other day and it's so true. Like literally every 6 months of you being on self-improvement, you attract way better women. Basically you unlock like a new tier of women. I know this sounds like so offensive, but it's true. Like you unlock a new tier of women or a new level of women. When you're a man on self-improvement, like that's one of the biggest fruits of your labor, the fruits of your hard work, is that like girls just desire you very deeply, the more you improve yourself, of course, right? So yeah, that's how I think we should deal with girls in high school. As always, we're in this together and we will make it.